Folks, welcome to our program tonight. You may notice me standing in a different position as we start tonight. The reason why is that we have a young lady who operates camera 3 on this show, and because of just the way things are configured, she very seldom has anything to shoot. So I said, because we want to be fair to all of our women who are working here trying to prove their manhood, and it requires a lot of manhood to operate a camera. You can bet on that, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to get Jill on camera 3 so that she could be part of the show. We love you, Jill. We really do. We love you. Folks, I am so proud as we start this program. Wednesday night, one of the people that has just meant a lot to me in my life became only the 18th human being in the history of the human race to accomplish this particular feat. Would you roll the tape, Turner, so people can share in this joy?
He is 18th on the all-time hit list. Tim Fortuno's pitch ripped on one hop off over Felt into right field. Brenner on first. He is safe, and the teammates feel it's a hit. And that is number 3,000. The fireworks go off. George Brett with a 4-for-4 night in Southern California.
I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, to be able to see that on the late East Coast sports feeds. I used to work for the Kansas City Royals for 5 years, and George Brett, yeah.
There's a phone call here you got to take.
I don't want to take a phone call, right?
You have to. Sir, would you please go ahead?
Hello? Hello?
Hey, Rush.
Yeah?
George,
how are you? Oh, look at that.
the guys are playing a trick on you.
Well, I didn't hear you. The audience
was happening.
Well, I didn't hear you. The audience was applauding. What'd you say?
You didn't know this was happening.
No, I had no idea. I was just going to open the show, congratulate you. I'm so proud.
You got a very good staff there. This has been set up since this morning.
Well, look, we got a picture of you and I back. Oh, gosh, I wish they weren't showing that picture. That's about 80 pounds ago for me. That's one of those. You remember when all the potato chip guys were bringing all these people to take pictures outside the locker room? They got a picture of you and I there they're showing now.
Oh, my God.
Congratulations. I saw your press conference last night. It's just tremendous. And
thank you.
I'm glad to have this opportunity on national television to say thank you for all that you've done to me. A great American, a tremendous individual, and a nice guy beyond anybody's wildest knowledge. And
dittos to you. Dittos to you, Rush.
I'll see you this weekend. We're heading into Kansas City on Friday night. So thanks, George. God, this is great.
Okay. Hey, are you going to go to the game Friday night?
Yeah, if I get in time, I am. I'm slated to arrive right around game time, and I'll have my big limo drive me to the stadium. I'll see you. I can't wait. I'm really happy for you. Folks,
Hey, do you know who just came in and wanted to say hi to you?
Who?
Mike McFarland.
Oh, put him on. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier. We had dinner in New York here not long ago. Mike,
hi, Rush.
Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing just great.
3 home runs in 3 days for you this week, right?
Yes, sir.
See, that's great. Well, hey, I'll see you this weekend.
That sounds good. Adult beverages on Sunday.
That's right. We got a big bash on Sunday night for George. This is Mike is relatively new to the league, and George Brett has taken all these rookies under his wing as they've come up, and he has shown them the ropes. He's not aloof from the young guys in baseball, and there's not one thing when I worked for the Kansas City Royals that I could have ever done that furthered his career, and yet he went out of his way to make sure that mine was furthered. So I wanted to open with that footage of him tonight because he's one of only 18 people to ever get 3,000 hits in Major League Baseball, and it's an honor to know him. What's on the show tonight? Well, it happened, ladies and the volunteers. The volunteers out there have spoken, and we'll talk about it. What is that? What in the world is that?
Women in the military.
I thought when we started the show they had quail up there. But give me the picture back, Turner. We do. We've got women in combat news tonight, folks. They've taken some surveys and we'll move on. The gorilla. We have tried the past 2 nights to get the gorilla story, and everybody says, Rush, what is this with the gorilla? You got to get the gorilla story. So we're going to try to get the gorilla story in tonight, and who knows what else, maybe a couple of phone calls if we have time. Regardless, it's going to go by so fast you won't even know it, so stay right where you are. If you're in bed, stay up. It'll be worth it.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Mega Diddles from Israel Rush.
I tell you, truly a worldwide appeal here on Rush Limbaugh, the television show. All right, folks, I predicted it to you. I told you that this was going to happen. I wasn't fooled by anything. Roll the tape, Turner, and let's just get started with all of this. So tired of this.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon. How are you, sir?
The volunteers in all 50 states
Thank you.
have asked me to run as a candidate for President of the United States.
BS. That's absolutely
Jim Stockdale, our
untrue.
vice
Yeah.
presidential candidate, and I are honored to accept their request.
All right, the volunteers are in charge. You know what we're going to do on tomorrow night's show right here? We're going to take phone calls from you, the volunteers. You are going to be in total charge of what happens on this show tomorrow night in honor of those sheep out there that are the volunteers of Ross Perot. I tell you, folks, it's funny. There was a time it was serious stuff and so forth. I know there's going to be a groundswell of people go back. He has the populist appeal, but it's just I'm having trouble keeping a straight face. Now, the volunteers. Remember when on Monday of this week, the president sent a team down there and Clinton sent a team down there to pander to this guy. And I said on Monday, don't go. Don't imagine if the Bush people had not gone. What a leadership role they could now take. This whole thing was nothing more than an ego trip for this guy and an attempt to embarrass the two presidential candidates, including the president. Well, I found something very interesting I'd like to share you. Put this up on the screen, Turner. We found that a couple of these state coordinators said on I think it was Tuesday, they were asked about how they're going to poll their people out in the field, out in their various states. One guy from Minneapolis and one guy from Albuquerque. And they said, how are you going to get the information that you heard in the meetings with these parties out to your rank and file volunteers so you can then in turn advise Citizen Perot what to do? They said, oh, well, we've been doing that for a week. Been doing that for a week? How can you have been polling the volunteers for a week and you haven't even heard the presentation of the parties? So this whole thing was a smoke screen from day one. The whole thing was trumped up. It never was a mystery as to what Perot was going to do. It's just part of the illusion, just part of the fraud that was continuing. They don't have, all right, well, that doesn't matter. I've just been told that we don't have those statements for you to look at, but that's why I'm the host. As long as you can hear, you don't need to see it because I just told you. All right, we have another clip. I don't even know what the clip is. I don't need to know what the clip is. We'll just show you the clip. I'll comment on the clip after it runs. Turner, roll the next clip.
Day after day. Now, if no one else would yell, try that again. Everything here is the usual hostile, negative, yelling, screaming. I'll take two more.
Take two more. He didn't even take one, is the thing. He's there answering the question. You know what you're supposed to do when you're a candidate? Have you ever seen a press conference? The president or a candidate points to the reporter and says, next question, please, Enos or whoever the reporter is. He's just standing up there basking in the glow. And he says he can't hear anything. I'm sorry, I can't hear you guys. With those ears, he can't hear anything. Roll the next cut.
Yes.
Isn't your strategy to disrupt George Bush's vote in a number of key states, including this one, Texas?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's press myth number 615. Wait just a minute. Wait a minute. Let me finish.
Oh, wow. Talking to the press.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now, I love you guys. He has called me every name in the book.
He is not.
All I've ever said,
he has
fine
not.
Man, fine family. The only thing I've ever criticized is his mistakes in office. That's it. We're talking about performance here, not personality. Say, I'm everything from a monster to crazy, though, coming from them, right?
Yeah, right.
Nobody ever says, boy, you must really dislike that guy because you keep saying those things. I show up here and you say, you don't like George Bush. When you create these fairy tales and pass them on, every now and then get together sometime in the evening and say, is there any basis for this stuff? No, there's no basis for that. I wouldn't spend 10 minutes.
Could we stop this? I mean, how much do we have to listen to
here? The money I'm having to spend on this. I'm doing it for the reasons I gave in the speech. Very simple.
What are you complaining about the money you're having to spend on this? You've got billions. You are a gazillionaire, and you spent. It's exactly right. That's why that answer went on for 30 years, is because he is exactly trying to harm George Bush. There's something in their past, and he can't convince me that that is not one of his primary motivations. That plus getting his name back from having quit back in July. Press myth number 615. What are the other 614 press myths? But there's something about this, though, that still needs to be said. The press is properly suspected by everybody in this country. And Perot talks to them, I'm sure, in a way that many people would love to talk to him. So that's not all that bad. But I'll tell you what that does mean. These guys are going to be gunning for him, folks. You're going to hear all kinds of stuff about his investigative army, his staff of private eyes going out trying to dig up dirt on people. But this is going to be fun. I am so happy this happened. They're quaking in their boots in Little Rock at Clinton headquarters. This is going to be a hoot. I am so happy it's happened. We'll take a break. We've got women in combat and other stuff right ahead. So don't go away. Be right back. Sherlock Perot. You know, I'll tell you what. This guy's. You know, you give this guy a little white kitten and a couple of marbles, and he's just like a month away here from being the next James Bond villain. You know, Ernst Stavro Perot. Look, we got a call. First call all week. It's from Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. David, welcome to the Rush Limbaugh program. Glad you called.
Thank you, Rush. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you.
The reason I called is I just feel it's with Perot re-entering the race, just a slap in the public, in the American face that he re-entered, and the way he treats people and the way he's leading people on. He just flip-flops back and forth so much. It's amazing that he would even get back in. But that is his style.
Were you ever a Perotista? Were you ever one of these people suffering perestroika?
No, sir.
You weren't. Well, that's good. Well, then I wouldn't worry about it. I really wouldn't. I mean, it's a free country. People can run for office if they want to, and sheep can line up and follow these people. You know, can I say something? I want to say something very quickly about this. And I spent a lot of time on my radio program today talking to two Perot supporters, and I got to tell you, I'm afraid. I'm alarmed. People will back me up on this. I have been of the opinion that the people of this country, when it comes time to elect a president, study it, care about it, are generally informed, involved, and overall intelligent. But it really troubles me how so many people have just bought into this without any examination whatsoever. And I'm not so much angry at Perot. I mean, more power to him if he can do it. But boy, I'll tell you, you people that are just lapping all this stuff up, you better stop and examine yourselves, I think. Look, we're going to talk about this from now to the election, and I don't want to be too redundant. I want to share with you something that just happened today. I just found out about this today. The Roper organization, they're a polling company, did a poll, and what they found that most members of the armed forces say that they support the current military policy that bans women in combat. Now, are you surprised to hear that? Bet you are, because the conventional wisdom is that why everybody's in favor of women in combat, equal rights and all of that. And the Presidential Commission investigating this conducted a poll. They commissioned the Roper people to do it. And the results are overwhelming that experts are opposed to women in combat. Now, so am I. I'm opposed to it for a lot of reasons. None of those reasons, though, because I'm macho and want to tell women what they can and can't do. I just don't think the Army, my friends, is a place where you put to test all the silly little social problems of the day. I don't think the Army is about equal opportunity or affirmative action or quotas. You know what the purpose of armies is? It's real simple. It is to kill people and break things. And it is bad enough that we have men coming home in body bags. We do not need to subject our women to that, the torture that they would endure, and whatever impact that might have on our effort. Now, I say this not because I want to deprive women of opportunity, but because, forgive me for being sexist, I just think that there are basic differences between men and women in combat. Schwarzkopf's not even in favor of this. He says that it's going to result in attention being paid to the wrong things. It's has nothing to do with capability. It has nothing to do with ability. It's just, to me, instinctively, it just doesn't seem right. However, we live in a strange time. Politics being what it is, compromise being what it is, you have to allow for the fact that you're not going to prevail. I'm not going to prevail in everything I wish. I then would like to propose a plan whereby I would accept women in combat. I would like to announce on this show tonight my plan. We would establish the All-American 1st Cavalry Amazon Battalion. Now, here's how it works. Here's the All-American 1st. We know, ladies and gentlemen, there is this dread event that occurs in the lives of many women that is called PMS. And we know that women, when suffering this, whatever, when they have it, they turn into the most vicious, the most unpredictable, the most hellacious, animal-type human beings that you can find anywhere. Now, I think that's exactly what we need if we're going to have women in combat. So what I would like to, and besides, I'll tell you what, women have murdered on PMS, and they have had the charge dropped because that was used as a defense. They weren't themselves. Well, what better state of mind could you want for a soldier? So what I'd like to propose is that we have 52 Amazon battalions so that we can be assured that every week of the year we have a battalion of combat-ready Amazons on PMS. Now imagine this. Imagine that you are Saddam Hussein and you're bunkered down over there and everything's going fine. You're in control of the situation. You got your 50 lookalikes out there, and Peter Arnett at the milk factory got everybody distracted. You're safe. You're winning the war in the American media. And everything's fine. And then all of a sudden, outside the window, you hear this blood-curdling scream. I am outraged by outrage! And you look out, and there's Sergeant Major Molly Yard leading the first wave of Amazon battalions over that next sand dune. I guarantee you that would scare the pants off anybody. Surrender right there. All-American 1st Cavalry Amazon Battalion. See how malleable and compromising I can be. Back in a moment. And welcome back. Again, coming out to camera 3, and Jill once again providing the shot. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for tonight's weather forecast from Rush Limbaugh. Now, I want to show you something. This is a map of the United States, and these blue dots represent everywhere in the country you can watch this show. I'm not kidding. We have over 200 television stations. And the way this is measured in television lingo, we now blanket 98% of the country. But I want to show you one dot that isn't blue. This dot, ladies and gentlemen, this red dot happens to be our nation's capital. If Jesse Jackson, the Reverend Jackson, were to have his way, this would be the new state, New Columbia, appropriately named since there's drugs and crime there. This is the only place in the country where you can't get this television show, Washington, D.C. Now, why do you think that is? Why do you think of all places in the country, home of our country's government, they are not televising this show? It's obvious. They don't want the truth to be heard in Congress because that might screw things up. And we're working on it. But I thought that made a good picture. Now there's controversy. As you know, Mattel has a doll series called Barbie. Now, Barbie apparently says, the new talking Barbie doll, if you get one and hit the button on the back to make it talk, Barbie says, "Math is tough." Math is tough. I'm not making this up. Now, a bunch of feminist groups are upset because it's bad enough for women, little girls in math. They do poorly enough without being intimidated by a Barbie doll. And so they're attacking Mattel. So we went out today. We got a bunch of Barbie dolls. We bought 20 Barbie dolls. We played everything they say. And not one of them says math is tough. People say we need guests on this show. We have a guest. And I'm just now, let me just play for you some. You have to reach up underneath these gals' blouses to now let's just see what this doll says. Well, that doesn't work. Okay, let's try this. Here we go. This doll. Let's see if Matthew stuff is said here.
It's a date. Let's decorate for the dance.
Decorate for the dance. Let's try this one and see what this one says.
It's fun to go camping.
Ooh, she must have known Governor Clinton. Hey, folks, we don't have much time here. We don't have much time.
Let's go for a swim.
Look, there's supposed to be 5 out here. Do we have any? Oh, give me the doll, Nick. Here, let me see, folks. Let me try this one. All right, ready? Here we go. Let's do it again.
Dittos, Rush.
Hey, ladies, math is tough. Even I had trouble with it, but you can succeed. Face the consequences of life and overcome them. We'll be back on our Friday show. Adios.
Services provided and promotional fees paid by the following. Rush Limbaugh's Wardrobe by Rochester, big and tall.
100,000 Rumble followers today in 3 hours so we could celebrate with you and not hit it